Good morning, everybody. I'm standing in front of my flower bed, one of a few flower beds that we have. I thought I'd give you a peek into what we've planted out here. We've got a rose bush and some lilacs, some lavender, a whole bunch of stuff. So I just thought I'd give you a little quick tour and see what you think. Okay, so back here you can see we have some knockout roses. We used to have several of them, but I had to rip some of them out because they just got eaten by all the Japanese beetles. I think that's what destroyed them. Next to them over here, we'll pan to the left, we have two blue sage bushes. They haven't flowered yet. Those are really pretty once they get their flowers, but they have filled out pretty good. These are some leftovers from spring flowers of the grape muscari. You can see these are kind of going to seed now. And then back there is the coneflowers. Sorry about the traffic noise if you can hear it. I've got noise canceling on this microphone, but I'm not sure how well it works yet. Then we've got some lavender bushes we just put in. So I'm excited to watch those grow. Put some color out here. Over here we have some columbine, the blue columbine. Can't really get under it to see the flower. Maybe I can if I do this. It's already starting to go to seed. I don't remember the name of this one. There's a nice, pretty bumblebee on it. You can see, enjoying his meal for the day. Over here, we've got some butterfly milkweed coming up. Orange butterfly milkweed. It's really pretty orange flowers soon. And it spreads pretty well. That's what's back there as well. That was all two plants that just took off and spread. And then there's lilies in between them that haven't flowered yet. They usually flower, I think, in June or July. And then these are just daffodils that have died back. As soon as they turn brown, I will trim them up. And that's it for this bed. Pan over here. We have a bunch of coneflowers that are getting ready to get their flowers on them. Got some buds coming in. These are multicolored. There's purple, orange, yellow. So I'm excited to see them come up again. And then we put in raspberry bushes this year. So these are just starting. You can see, there we go, right there. That one is a black variety. This one has not done anything yet, but I'm still holding out hope. Then we have a volunteer common milkweed plant. I don't take all of those out because I like to have them for the butterflies. They usually hatch. We usually hatch at least a couple monarch butterflies every year, and they love the milkweed to eat. Down there is some phlox that's already flowered, so we're just hoping it keeps spreading. There's more coneflowers. This was a coneflower that was supposed to be moved, but we didn't catch it in time. So it's staying there until fall. But right next to it, you can see I have another raspberry bush coming in. I don't know what this is. This is a volunteer plant. It looks like a squash to me. So I don't know if the birds planted it, but I'm waiting to see what happens with it. So I thought, why not? Those are my black and white tulips that have died back. And then we have another set of phlox there that hasn't really taken off yet, but it did bloom. Another raspberry bush. is just starting. You can see these leaves. I guess they spread pretty well too, so I'm excited to have a lot of raspberry bushes in this bed. Another raspberry bush. Some of these are Golden Ann. Some of them are the Black Jewel. And there's one more variety, yellow variety, I think I've got in here. It's supposed to be really sweet. And then there's another raspberry bush. These are my black hollyhocks that I keep tearing out because they take over the bed and they only bloom every other year. Plus the bugs are really attracted to them, so I'm trying to get rid of them. Let me see what variety this one is. Oh, this is a red raspberry. This is Heritage. So we have some red, some yellow. I'm hoping we get some raspberries this fall, but if we don't get them till next year, that's fine too. Here we have the phlox, my big phlox bed. It started off with just a couple of plants, and it's about 3 years into spreading now, so it's taken over this entire rocky area, which, as far as I'm concerned, it could take over the whole yard. I love phlox. These are the little flowers. Obviously, they're pretty much done blooming, but there's one left to show you. I have like 3 different colors of pink, shades of pink and purple in this bed. There's my blue fescue that comes back year after year in this pot. My little fairy decorations that some of them survived, some of them have not. In the back there, see if I can zoom in. That is a hyacinth that my son just bought me for Mother's Day. So it has yet to take off, but it's still alive, so that's a good sign. And then, of course, we've got some common milkweed growing for the butterflies. This is just a little fairy area with some weeds growing in it because I haven't planted anything else in it this year yet. I'm going to zoom back out. These are my alliums. I like to call them my Dr. Seuss flowers because they look like the big trees, I think, in the Lorax movie from Dr. Seuss, or book, either one. Those ones were the smaller ones, and they've already bloomed and they're going to seed now. You can see I have a lot of milkweed in this bed. This is considered my butterfly bed. There's my butterfly house. So I let the milkweed just kind of go crazy so that the butterflies have lots of stuff to eat. These are butterfly bushes. There's one there. There's one back there that isn't as big because of the milkweed. And then this one next to the butterfly house. And then I had some hyacinths. I think I misnamed that one that my son got me. I think that's a hydrangea. I always mess up the names of those two. Anyway, I'm not sure what that is. I think that might just be a weed that I've let get overgrown. I'm going to have to check into that. This is the other variety of columbine that I planted that is yellow. It flowers a little bit later, so it's kind of neat looking. And there's a few weeds in there that I need to get out. But you can see from this view, that's like a butterfly's paradise over here. We try to take care of all the wildlife around here with butterflies and bees and all the pollinators and the birds, you name it, we try to do it. These are some other bushes that we've put in. I'm sorry, I don't remember the names of any of these. That's a lilac bush. It's already flowered for the year, which it got flowers this year and it's only its second year, so I was really surprised. I think those are coral bells. I think that one and that one Yeah, all those ones that look like little leaves right there, those are all coral bells. I just don't remember what these bushes are called, but they're really pretty perennials that come back year after year. This is a tree we have on the side of our house. It's really unique. It gets pretty flowers, but the bark is the coolest thing. I'm going to see if I can get close to it so you can see it. It's very oddly shaped. I looked it up once, but I can never remember what it's called. I'm really bad with names of plants. It takes me a long time to learn them. All right, and then I'm going to pan over here. We're getting as close to the road as I can get, so I'm sorry about the noise again. Got some hostas we put in last year. That's an older hosta we just transplanted. Hydrangea or hibiscus, I don't remember which it is. The ones that gets the big plate flowers. I'll try to put it up on the screen when I look it up. And then these were some cone flowers that we transplanted out of the raspberry bed and put up here. They're doing pretty well. These are a couple of star lilies that haven't gotten their blooms this year yet. Another hosta, another hosta. That's another one of the hibiscus. One of them's pink and one of them's red. So when they get the big flowers, I will be posting at least some pictures, if not more video. And the other hosta. So that is it for up front of the house. Now we could take a walk over here. This is the other side of our house. The only thing over here I've got growing, we have a lattice up and I have some wisteria. It's been here now for a few years and it's finally getting blooms. Aren't those gorgeous? I know there's two schools of thoughts on wisteria, but you know, everything else is invasive over here and takes over everything. And the stuff you want to grow half the time doesn't. Like these were Rose of Sharon bushes that I planted, and something ate. There's two of them. And I think it was a rabbit or rabbits that just chewed them up and ate them all up. So this is just kind of an overgrowth area on the side of our house. We don't do much with it. It's very barren. It had a good ground cover on here, but with the leaves that fell down and we didn't get up in time, it kind of killed a lot of the ground cover. Snow on the Mountain, I think that's called. That was growing here when we moved in, so I just let it go. And that'd be about it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.